Crowd urges Gashi to shoot again. Visa wide, into the middle. Annor is there! And it's a brace for the freshman and a backflip on top of it. Fiery moments, but he's also let it flow as Miller plays it through towards TM to Annor in the middle. And it's 2-1 Virginia. Out on that backflip. It's an 8th of the season for Stephen Annor.
There's Brendan Lamb. Now Visa sends it into the box.
Oh,
jeez. That was a nice goal. And there you go. There's your guy, Annor.
Nothing new for Mangarov. TM can thread it through towards Miller. To Annor in the middle, and it's Stephen Annor, and it's 1-0 Virginia.
Deflected, and this back line for Virginia that's given up just 3 goals over the last 5 matches. Great stop, and Annor gets free. Looking for a second career brace. He's got it.
Now on the break again. Mangarov on his left foot sleds it through towards Annor, and he passes it into the match.
Back quickly to UVA. Alfonso pinballs around, stays in Virginia's.
Soren Stokia is the referee today. And the
a
Cavaliers.
Even that little bit of rain we saw earlier, I loved the rain. You know, you get some slide tackles in.
Here's a takeaway and a shot, and that is through.
So far, playing even with the Cavaliers. Who's want to change that right now? That toward the middle. It is header down, and it is going to be Annor.
Another ball over the top. This one's going to get to Annor. He takes a tough angle.
Excellent service from Visa that you talked about.
Oh, what a beautiful move. And a shot, and that is just wide. My goodness.
For Virginia with pace through towards Annor with the outside of his foot. Stephen Annor can get there, and it's Annor for Virginia, and it's just wide. He tries to go long. Annor meets it with his head. Taken on very well here. Cutting inside, beating his man not once but twice in the middle, and takes a shot.
Slow into Alfonso. Leaves it off for Annor. Stephen Annor with space on the right foot. Drags it left. Annor shoots. Save!
Chalomo, the other. John Lesniak is alternate official if needed. Here's where we introduce to you Karen, and here
Alfonso, second ball back in. Annor again cleared off the line.
This play stays onside for Sloan. Drives it towards the front post. Ping pong's free.
Finds Allender with some space to run into. Annor running in behind. Can he get to this one? He can. Gets in front of his man. Stephen Annor! Can apply some pressure now. Annor still weaving in and out. Annor on his right foot. Annor again for Virginia. Stephen Annor takes the shot on. A both.
This is not a game that you want your number 6, your defensive midfielder.
Annor dancing. Inside, Alfonso shoots and he scores.
Visa has it now into the middle. Annor is there. Trying to redirect it. Sits his man down. Sees Gashi.
This one's played over the top, a chance to run onto it for Annor. Good recovery run by Genenbacher. Annor still with it, though. He lays it off.
Again. Here is Annor, the true freshman. Clip back towards Annor.
In the opening half hour.
Levi Stevens on. Getting a breather on the George Mason side of things.
His defender Knutson takes on one, spins. Annor still. Lamb.
This is Annor. Good first touch there for Annor.
Right hand side. And this is where he's dangerous. Annor.
All pass and move. Keep an eye on his movement. He can also move in beyond the two strikers.
Gets past Williams.
Annor is he is a handful.
50% plus the roster turnover for George Mason. It can often be the case when you're building a new program, but when you talk about over half the roster being brand new, it kind of speaks to the time it'll take.
Singer taking initiative. Annor trying to find TM through here.
A couple different ways that Virginia can beat you there, and another good sign for George Galavach here to open this second half.
Visa has it. Now he'll flick one in the box.
I want that pass back as it's Annor now for Virginia. With space to run into.
Terribly picked up his second brace of the season, also credited with the game winner, the 5th time.
Sustains the pressure and keeps this one in. The number 9 from Virginia, his work rate doesn't go unnoticed.
Often into Virginia's grass, play long. Annor gathers it up just ahead of the touch. Just real look at Chalme Savato.
Quist Thurston picks his head up, and he finds the chest of Stephen Annor.
He's able to get onto this one. A couple early.
Again, O'Connor steps in there, boots that away.
With DC United when he left the Virginia program.
Just, I mean, knocking on the door to advance after that. Right side. Here comes Virginia. Annor.
Cleared by Citron.
You're just inviting that talent from Maryland to pick you apart.
Annor dipping the shoulders, bobbing and weaving. Good combination play.
Warning from our referee right before the half, so have to keep an eye on if he picks up an early yellow, if he's involved.
That in the minutes following, it's a good takeaway here.
Mangrove in the middle. Pressure from both sides. Mangrove
scored at the end of the Furman game, came within a couple minutes of each other.
It's finished there from Capetti tonight, but they're still trying to find their number 9, and he will rotate and see a few different faces here tonight.
Gashi and Fonso lays that out there. Attempted cross back toward.
You respond. They're already showing a couple signs of fatigue at the back here. Mangrove through.
A regular starter last year, so yes, new to the starting 11 in 2023, but not new.
North to Tiem. Clever turn. Now Visa in space.
A couple of setbacks and 4 draws. And in league play, no blemishes in terms of losses.
All but ensure that. Held up by Annor. Now Alfonso will have a run at the defense. Annor.
Grant Howard doing enough to hold Annor up initially.
So the MLS team, there's a turnover. Got to keep an eye on Eyestone as he's going to need to grow into his job. I know he was the
soccer in the state of Michigan and the Gatorade Player of the Year in 2019.
So perhaps with penalties in mind, start thinking about who you want taking a kick. The order of the
Stephen Annor's been marked pretty well so far. This over the top. Free kick from Betruni. And here's Motiem. Now Stephen Annor with it. Annor.
Play there, 1 through 4 hang out. Good ball in by Reese. Miller looking for Stephen Annor. Team's leading goal scorer lays it off. Annor.
On the front foot. And they'll have to replicate that today. There's Annor with the flick. We've seen the number 9 excel, but he opts to take his time a bit. Cleverly done as well by the striker.
Gets down fast, and that's why he makes a save.
That reverse angle from the opposite end, keep it out, and it just trickles in.
Can Virginia find an incision point?
Happy to attack. He's a winger turn defender in this Virginia system. Visa wide.
The connection that the BC backs play with at such a young age is really impressive, especially the way they can play through their keeper. Did give the ball away here, though.